Okay, then you, Malene, you know the drill. We will have a minute and one of us will start talking when we're into the part.
Yep.
All right.
Oh shit.
Whoa! Yay! 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 That's how excited I am. Woo!
What are you
Whoa!
excited about?
Not this good in a long. Wow! Whoa! 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 Oh yeah, this was really good. This was really good.
What are you excited about?
No, light. Oh, sun's shining. Wind's blowing. I don't know. Just, I think I'm happy.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I feel like there are endless possibilities. What do I want to do? What do we want to do? I don't know. What
What are
do we
your
want to do?
What are your thoughts about money?
Money. Feels like something that grown-ups deal with, something that weighs you down, something that I don't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
If I had them, I would throw them around.
Why?
Because it's fun. Yeah.
Are you aware that it is opposite side of you?
What? Opposite sides? Don't know what you're talking about.
I would like to see the other one as well.
Other one? Oh, there's, oh, scary. No.
I don't even know how to reach her.
Scary. I'm scared of her. She looks very serious.
I can't see her.
You can't see me?
Okay.
Now I can see you.
Okay, technical problems.
How are you feeling?
I could feel a lot of anxiety coming up and sadness. And when the other one talked,
Is that me?
yeah, you, about money and this being something that grown-ups deal with that feels heavy, then I felt weighed down.
You felt weighed down by money?
By, I guess, the way the other is not caring about it.
So you care about money? Or
it gives me anxiety to think about money.
I feel like I don't even want to think about it.
you don't want to think about it?
No, I feel like I'm having so much fun in my own awareness, which is like not having to deal with a lot of things. Like I'm a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Want to
Okay,
do
I
fun
see.
stuff.
and spend money and not earn them.
Yeah, and it's not even spending money. It's just like it's fun to get everything I want.
Mm,
Can't
I
deny
get
that.
that. No, I get that. I can see that.
I don't understand what the other one feels like. An old lady.
Yeah, I'm very curious about her.
Feels dry.
Feel like the weight of the money issue lies on me.
Why?
Yes. Because apparently you live in a fantasy universe.
No judgment. It's nice. You have
You
some
feel
judgment.
she's judging you for being in a fantasy universe. That's what I heard.
Oh, it's painful.
Yeah. Do you feel a lot of responsibility?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a lot of sadness because of that.
Because of the responsibility?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel responsible for?
Keeping it all together.
Oh, that sounds so horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, it sounds heavy. Is it possible for you to give any of the responsibility away? Or,
Yeah, to who?
yeah.
Who's supposed to have it?
Well, you probably don't.
Not me.
You don't
I'm
want
not
it?
having it.
Makes my throat like tighten up.
No, we give it to someone we don't like. No, that didn't look like a good solution. She looks sad.
That is both weird and funny at the same time.
It was.
I thought we could punish someone we don't like a bit.
Is there any kind of responsibility any of you like?
Oh,
No?
no! I want to have fun.
What about responsibility for having fun by yourself? Isn't that a kind of responsibility?
I
No?
don't, no, it doesn't make sense to mix in the word. Responsibility for fun? You're mixing something boring with something fun. You're taking the fun out of the fun.
What about the other part? Is there any kind of responsibility you like? Or does she also hate all of it?
Maybe give me some ideas of responsibilities that I could like.
But is it maybe, can I share something?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even about trying to make her okay with responsibility. Maybe she doesn't even want it. Maybe it's someone else's thing.
Mm.
Because
Yeah, that's
if
a good
you are
point.
the grown up, I don't know if that's what we're working with, but if you're the grown up and she's a kid, maybe she want to be carefree.
Mm. That's a good point.
Yeah, I have a thought now. Maybe the grown up is giving responsibility to everyone else because some reason. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Ah, what do you think about that? Insecurities, maybe. That's a hint.
I feel like I identify mostly with the other part, but I can also see you in me.
Oh, you're in favor with who? With me? Are we having a lot of fun?
No, with the other one.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, I'm sorry.
Something, no, when
Was it
she
me?
said, no, it was her. Something like when she said she's identifying most with me, something there was like something shooting into my spine,
Yeah,
like,
because she's making it your fault.
yeah, like, I don't know, like Did she make it?
I don't feel like it's your fault.
I
But maybe
didn't.
because you're putting the weight on her to fix it.
Yeah, maybe. Hmm.
All of us want to talk at the same time. Can I talk? I feel like I think I'm thinking this. I don't know. But I imagine it's like always finding excuses why you can't. Oh, excuse me. It's kind of a tickle. I feel like making excuses why you can't do things that will be good money-wise. And then maybe you're aware, maybe you're not aware, and then you don't do those things, and now you're in a rut, and now you're like, oh, this is heavy and it sucks. I must have some resistance to money. I must have some.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, I feel like you have some resistance to doing the things that needs to be done to get
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Some fears, worries, concerns, insecurities. Maybe you care about your self-image and you think if you do those things, people will look at you this way. Maybe it will not go well, so you don't do it. And then you end up in this dump. Like, oh, so heavy. I'm so poor. I have no money.
And I don't like the jobs I have now, but I don't know what I want to do.
Is that a lie?
I think what I would like to do is like channeling and like fun stuff.
Why do you look so heavy when you say it then?
I don't know. I just don't like to work.
There's something weird going on.
So you want to do something that feels fun, but that's associated with work again and with responsibility, and that's why you don't want to do it.
I feel like it's not possible to live and earn money of something that's fun.
No, that's not right. That's wrong. Some people play football and make lots of money.
Well, they have to practice a lot, and that
They
sounds
love practicing.
Mm.
They love it. They're like, make me run for 2 hours straight. Feels so good. I love that.
Oh God.
Yeah, see, you hate it. So we don't want to be a football player.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I want to be able to work from the comfort of my own home and when I want to work, not when someone tells me I have to work.
That's nice.
It
Yes.
doesn't sound realistic though.
I know.
No, wait. Hold up, you two. Wow, I'm so loud. Oh.
No, that was actually a point in that. I mean, it sounds okay to work at home and on your own thing, but there always, I mean, there are needs and there will be other people, so it doesn't feel like you can just go like, I'm gonna sit at home and I'm gonna work and I'm gonna channel. Fine, it's still work.
Mm.
Organizing, it's still
Yeah.
Getting clients, it's still having to deal with clients.
Yeah.
And that doesn't feel good to you.
No.
Why?
Oh.
I think it kind of feels like a sacrifice somehow.
I just had a realization.
How?
Well, it feels as if it felt to me like I feel like I'm put under this pressure because you want to do something. How do I put it?
Put it right.
You don't want to commit to anything.
Mm-mm.
Like nothing, literally nothing.
You feel that? You feel that about her?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so happy. You feel that about her?
Yeah, and that's putting the weight on me, and it's basically you're complaining.
I hate people who complain.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
It looked like you fell down.
Oh no, I'm sitting. I just it was just my phone because I had to scratch my neck.
Okay.
You know, I call bullshit on something.
What?
Something in you grown up.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I knew.
yeah. This is like, oh, I'm playing small, but you're really not small and you know it. But you still like playing it. Why?
I don't know. I really felt it when she said that I don't commit to anything.
You will also, okay, so is there something you believe that you have to do? Because we can do things whatever way we like. So what is it that you think is so extremely dreadful, boring with these clients and the organizing? This is fun. I'm having fun. Woo!
I think it's something with that if I commit to do an appointment a week in advance or 2 days in advance and then that day comes and I don't feel like it at all and I still have to do it. I hate that.
No, we organize it different.
How?
Your emotional authority, right?
I don't remember. I know I have to go through the emotions before I take a decision.
That's
That it was
Yeah.
like you.
Wave over everything else. We can live our life like that.
yeah, that feels panicky somehow still.
What?
Um I'm
Give me a
just
horse. I need to like ride over all these like hurdles.
I'm
Mm.
feeling I'm feeling a lot of anxiety the whole time, and I'm having the feeling as if there was a projection that this is how the world works, is that everyone expects us to work a certain way. And if we don't do that, it's not gonna work. And there is panic.
Okay.
Panic.
Can I talk?
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the panic, but
Yeah.
here's an interjection. We can make our own rules. This part's so awesome. We can make our own rules, and this is easy. See it from this perspective. If you I think I have to sneeze. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so see it from this perspective. If you really want something, and then like a pair of shoes, and then you go to the store and you're like, I really want this pair of shoes, and they're like, yeah, they're out of stock. I'm like, ah, shit, that sucks. When will you get it? Don't know. Can be tomorrow. Can be in 4 months. And you're like, oh, I really love those shoes, so I'll wait. You'll be like, can you call me when you get them? And they will be like, no, I'm not feeling that. Then you'll be like, ah, shit, this is like shitty customer service, but I really love those shoes. So you're like, can I call you like every second day? And they will be like, yeah, feels good. See, so they dictate the rules. And
Mm.
because you really want it, it's okay. It's same. If you want to do sessions, but you only want to do it when you really feel like it, on top of your wave, which is when you should do it, not at the bottom of the wave, you shouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then you tell people, I have waves. I only want to show up when I'm at the top of my wave. That's when I feel good. So that's how I roll. So we will organize it this way. And then some people will be like, I love that flexibility. Can you check in with me in the beginning of the day? So you plan the session and you check in the beginning of the day, and it's like, yes or no. And they're completely like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Some will not be okay with it. They should find someone else.
Mm-hmm.
See?
I'm a bit, something is off for me. Like you're now all of a sudden you're all this organizing and handling shit thing, and a second ago you were, I don't want to take responsibility. I'm just gonna
I'm
live.
having fun.
Something is not, something is off.
Something is off because I'm having fun. That's really upsetting. Well, again, I can decide whatever I want to be fun. Doesn't have to be ice creams and cotton candy. I like doing this. I like figuring this out until I don't like it. Then I don't like it.
Ha,
Yeah, well, so what? Ha.
that's what I mean. And
What is
that's
that off?
why we can't rely on you. It's you do it until it feels boring, and then
Mm.
it's like someone else take care of things for now. Like
How is that not super reliable?
that is super unreliable.
No, because you know that I will do things when I want to do things, and I will not do it when I don't want to do it.
Which means if we're supposed to earn money and you decide for 2 weeks you're in an emotional wave and you cannot work,
Yeah, then I will stick to that truth, and I don't want to work.
and who's gonna then earn the money for us in those 2 weeks where you decide you don't want to work?
Well, so then we have to set up a system that allows for that.
How?
Well, how about you have a mindset of, oh, yeah, that's a challenge. I like that. Instead of being like, fuck you, other part, for being the way you are. Now I don't feel like talking to you.
Well, I'm just trying to bring you down a bit and get you a
Yeah,
bit.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't want to carry it all.
No, I'm not asking you to carry it all. I never asked you to carry shit. In the beginning, I said you can be free also. Don't put it on me that I did something I didn't do. Oh, my boundaries function well.
Mm,
That's good.
I
That's
want to
good.
create
That's something to
balance.
celebrate. Good boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah, but you're not listening to me.
I listening. What I'm hearing is that you have a concern about the regularity of the income. We can fix that. How? I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to talk it through.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, is that wrong?
Well, of course, you don't have to have all the answers, but it's not enough to say, well, we'll figure it out. And
What the fuck is your problem?
so I don't trust.
What do you expect of me then?
Well, I don't trust that. I'm really angry. I'm really angry.
Yeah, for me, this is a you problem, not a me problem. I'm here. I will help. I mean, I want you to have what you want. I want me to have what I want, but I'm not taking shit. I'm not.
No responsibility.
No, that's not that. You're making it mean that. Fuck you. That's it. That's not what I'm saying. I just told you I am here. I will help. I want your best interest. I want my best interest. And you're like, oh, see?
Why is the other part angry now?
You mean me?
Yeah. Are you digesting what she's saying, or are you still feeling angry?
I am feeling angry.
Can you explain?
Probably afraid that I will just leave and she's left by herself.
Trying to make a point, and it feels like we're always in this back and forth between one part thinking, oh, we'll just do it this way, and we'll just do it this way, and we'll do it this way. Oh, this is nice. And then the other part, which is me having to bring in the reality of this, and that's why when we keep ping-ponging between those extremes, and that's when nothing ever happens.
Okay, so what's the point that you're trying to bring?
That we need some
consistency, coherency.
yes. And ping-ponging between two extremes without any, it feels like it's like just a mind thing. I'm not sure.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm not having the same perspective and I'm not having the same feelings. It doesn't feel like that to me.
See, that's what I don't understand. How can I be full of panic and anxiety, and how can you be completely
Confident in the solution.
Yes.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like based on how you're talking, I feel like I should be really worried.
No.
But I have a lot of faith in my own ability to fix things.
What do that other part need? No! Ooh, there we are.
Who's the other one? Her?
Yeah. What does she need? To feel more safe and
Emotional consistency, safety. Like,
how does safety look to you?
I don't feel like ever fully experienced it, so it's hard to say. I think safety would feel like someone being able to stick with something. I'm feeling under pressure to describe something that I've never felt.
I have something. Can I
Okay.
talk?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about what you said about sticking to something. And I'm thinking things fluctuate and change all the time. Right? So, okay, so I'm taking that into consideration into what you said. And I'm thinking, how can I make it work? And then I'm thinking the most controllable thing is for us to stick to each other. So I never leave you, right? We never leave her. Something like this. We always stick together, like a three musketeers, whatever. But other things, maybe I want to do something else, then it shouldn't be like, no, we keep doing what we're doing, although I hate it because we're sticking to the same thing. That sticking doesn't work. Then we have to talk and figure out something that works for all of us because we stick together. and then we change. Well, you look like you feel so sad.
When you were saying like maybe I don't want to feel, or like maybe then I don't want to do this anymore, then we stick together. I felt like, has anyone ever asked me what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
How little are you? Because you look like a kid part. Really kid.
Maybe 3.
Okay. This small then.
Hmm. That is way too much pressure.
I don't think I have those emotions. I'm not a psychopath. I'm just not that.
How are you feeling now? Oh, I wish I could put you in a blanket.
This will not be my favorite part of the job. I don't want to do this in my job.
What do you?
I'm not saying that's something bad to her. I'm not saying
No.
that she's bad, or I'm not judging it. It's okay. Crying is okay. Pain's okay. But I'm not the comforting type.
Mm,
I don't like it.
mm,
Not saying I don't like her. It's not the same.
mm.
Don't want to have that put on me.
Do you know what you would like to do then?
Me?
Yeah, how we can earn money in a way we like.
Yeah, let's just pinpoint things.
Mm,
Feels fun. Have people be responsible for themselves, but point out things. People, this is really good. Have people that are really motivated to have really big goals. It feels so fun. People who have really big goals, but something needs tweaking. And then they come in, they put that on the table, and you're like, this, and that. And they're like, thank God, you're a lifesaver. Throwing all the money at you. You're like, yeah, thank you.
So do you mean like working with people's resistance? Is that what you mean?
No, I don't know, working with business people who have lots of money.
I
Yeah,
actually
it's
like
about
that.
people who know when you point out the things that are wrong or not working,
Mm.
they know what to do with that. They just need help to see that.
Oh, that
So
sounds
we don't
fun.
need to do shit except just
Oh,
see, point.
would that be possible to earn money on doing that?
I think so. I think some people are really resourceful and have already done a lot of work, so they know the tools.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can team up with someone who, if they need help going through that, whatever,
Yeah. Yeah,
then they do that. Cooperate with someone and a
I
colleague.
like
That
it.
would be fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
That sounds fun.
I just wouldn't know where to start.
Well, we can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one, does that one need to be a part of this or what?
Yes. Like she doesn't need to work, but I want to acknowledge her and figure out what she needs.
Yeah, this is like So I'm talking to the other part now. Like, are you, because you don't have to deal with this work stuff at all if you don't want to. Not that it means we're going to leave you.
I keep getting anxiety when you're talking. It feels as if there's something off still.
Something feels off. In me or in you?
When you're talking about all these, when you're throwing out all these ideas, then I keep feeling something pressing on my throat.
Does it feel too lofty?
Yes.
Okay, so because you feel anxiety, something must be wrong in me. That's like what we're going with here, I think.
I just want to point things out.
But this is almost like we have this mad high achievement level. And because I'm made to function at that level, it's too far between you and me. So then like it stirs up stuff in you. Or do you think like because I'm trying, I'm checking myself, like, do I believe it will not be maybe a long process? Like,
How old are you?
I don't believe it has to be, but maybe it will. I'm open to that, you know?
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
How old am I? Timeless?
That doesn't feel right.
There's always this expectation that, oh, it should come from trauma. Oh, it should be something to be processed. Oh, it should be changed. Hate that shit. Why can't this be an attitude? Why? Because I'm confident and expressing myself. Why does it have to be something that's unresolved? Why can't it just be a personal trait? This is like feeling like you're trying to break me down into tears and be like, aha, I told you. Why?
I don't think I would feel in this much anxiety if it felt grounded.
What about me is not feeling grounded?
Well, you're having great ideas, you're throwing them out, you're throwing them around, but there doesn't feel like there is a ground that they're standing on.
What do you want to make that then?
Well, we would have to have that, yes.
Well, okay, do you want to make it now?
I just want to have the belief that that is something that you're actually considering and that you're not just throwing out, oh no, I have this idea.
You feel extremely avoidant to me in this moment because
Feel
I'm inviting you to step into the floor with me. And you're like, oh no, I'm dodging it. Oh no, I just want to make sure that, oh no, like what? You want to step in or you don't want to step in? See how good I will be in my job?
no, you're not, because you're
I
not
am.
you're not even communicating with me. You're putting me down for having different opinions, for saying this doesn't feel grounded to me. And
No,
you're
I know. I am talking to you because I am offering you to deal with it together and you're not stepping up.
I cannot.
You said you're concerned about the ground. Do you wanna work on it? We can figure something out right now.
It is not working.
Well, I cannot do anything else besides offer you the opportunity.
Can you explain more to me how you imagine it would look like? Because I want to try to talk to you and see if she can feel more safe if she sees us.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, you want me to talk about how to get us from A to B?
Yeah, and how would it actually look like to point out things to business people? Like, do I just observe what's going wrong in what their shadows are and point them out? Or,
Well, I imagine it depends on a variety of factors.
okay,
So we're three of us. And
yeah,
if we're sticking together, then all of our opinions matter. So I think, I mean, I don't know, I didn't think about it. And also, of course, the client will be in the picture as well. So then we will be maybe four. So I would like for them to tell me what the problem is.
mm,
Be brief, and then I will ask for more details. That will feel good to me. Then they tell me what the situation is, and then I will tell them the framework. Like I will tell them before the session that this session will be you putting information on the table and me pointing out things I see can be tweaked.
mm,
And then you will be responsible for doing those tweaks yourself, or if you want help, you tell me and either we will set something up and I will refer you to a colleague.
yeah,
Right? So that's a framework. Then he or she will tell. Then I will point out. And then probably there will be a conversation like we're having to help them, but not go into like the deepest emotional stuff, you know?
mm.
And then when they feel like, okay, I know what to do, I know how to navigate, thank you. Where should I send the money?
Mm.
You will give them your bank account and you will see the money rolling in.
I feel some pressure that I'm scared I wouldn't be able to see what they would have to tweet, but I guess I could just give them the money back in that case.
See, yeah,
And be like, sorry, I don't.
this is an option. And so that sounds like insecurity, learning to trust yourself, which is a practice,
Yeah,
and you have a fallback plan.
yeah,
And I mean, you can be like, man, there's so many options. You can be like, for the time taken, you will charge this amount. If they don't feel resolved at the end of the session, they will get to take 3/4 of the sum,
mm,
give them back. So you will still make some money. That's possible because
mm,
you did give your time. That's always something.
mm.
You can be paid for that. But they also wanted the results, which if you didn't deliver, fair play. Give some of the money back.
Yeah. I guess I'm also afraid because I feel like my mind is so scattered that it's hard to focus. So I'm afraid I won't be able to give them enough of my focus and dedication to, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Me?
Yeah.
That was puzzling. I don't understand that one yet.
Do you feel confident that you would be able to see
She
the
has
problem?
something. What?
I think that's what's making me anxious. Like the grown up keeps either asking you how to do things or pushing things on me. I don't see this feels.
Oh, you're okay. So your problem is she is lacking the authority.
Yes, there is a
Mm,
no.
Okay, so that's really a good thing to point out. Do you think it will be different when the three of us integrate?
I hope so, because right now it feels like she's asking you for guidance, which that doesn't that's what's feeling off to me. It's like she's asking you for guidance the whole time. And then when she doesn't, and putting all the anxieties up, and that's off.
Okay, so do you think the problem is that the adult is letting the insecurities have the better of her?
Yeah, and then like, I don't know, asking you for reassurance, and I'm sitting here with the anxieties while she's trying to find reassurance in you.
Okay, so she feels anxiety, I feel powerless, and the other part feels confident.
Madly is not
So I
madly. I'm
guess
just
what I have to work with is my powerlessness. What do you guys feel about that?
no. I have. Can I share first?
Yeah.
Is it okay for the other one?
Mhm.
I have this feeling like shame
Mm-hmm.
is more fruitious.
Yeah.
Look at me with my words. Because it's like going into powerlessness, that's like dodging the bullet and you will
Okay.
not get there.
Okay.
It's this when you're like, oh, I really like if so, okay, this is what I imagine. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So I imagine you, the grown up, you feel me, you feel the sense of power, you want to rise up, you want to like, I want to fucking
Yeah.
own the table, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's like this shame comes in.
Ah.
And then you're like, oh no, that will be so like, oh, I will be that bossy lady. Oh, that will be so terrible, you know? It's like this weird feeling to it.
Yeah.
And then you get like this, okay, I'll play it small instead. And you kind of like, it's like pretending you're something you're not.
Hmm.
You're not that.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
That cringe feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I kept getting a cringy feeling the whole time.
Yeah, no wonder.
I know I carry a lot of shame. I haven't, I don't know, been brave enough to go into it yet, maybe. So
No,
that's
it's
one of
like
the
it's
things that's
already
in the
like
works.
blurring in your.
Yeah.
But I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. You know, imagine me as a kid. Hard to imagine me as a kid. But imagine this attitude. Like, wow, people will have a hard time with it.
Mm.
Fucking confident 5-year-old, calling it like it is.
Yeah.
Really bossy.
Yeah.
People don't like that.
No.
Especially not when I'm right. Hate that. Can you imagine something worse? Your parents being called up by their 5-year-old and you know she's right. Fucking triggering.
You see, I hardly remember anything from my childhood, but I know based on what I've been seeing on my niece that having your own opinions and being bossy, that's not allowed.
But
That's not allowed.
I have them.
Can
Yeah.
you look at me for a moment? Like, because we gotta work with this cringy feeling.
Okay.
Oh,
Because I keep getting it every time she talks.
Oh
the grown
God.
up.
No, her, like
Me.
you.
Oh, I'm triggering
Oh
it.
wow.
I'm sorry. What? How you want to work with it? You want to feel it?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks bad. Oh,
I can always just see the person that's talking, so I can't see her. Okay.
You can switch it on the
yeah, there's some settings. You can change the settings if you're on a computer.
I'm not. I'm on my phone.
Oh,
swipe.
swipe.
Oh,
We're doing technical stuff. Wow, cringy feeling.
oh yeah.
I'm putting it on you, grown up. I'm not here for this. I'm here, but I'm not guiding this. This is not my cup.
I'm scared of interrupting her by asking her how she's.
What? She's allowed to be upset if you interrupt her. So you can, if you feel like interrupting, if you feel like checking in because you need the reassurance, then you do that. Take care of your own needs.
I feel like I'm pulled apart when you're talking and she's talking. That cringy feeling, it's as if something is pulling me apart into two directions, and underneath that there's a lot of pain.
Yeah. Do you know what the pain is about?
Let me try to feel.
If you want to attempt to let yourself be ripped apart, probably you'll fall into it.
There's a black hole. In my chest.
Why you want to give it space? Make it bigger? Are you thinking? And she's doing a fine job feeling this for you growing up.
She's brave.
You are, yeah, she is. You are lucky to have her.
I know.
This is a great skill set as well. It looks horrible. Like waves crashing. I thought she was through the worst. Do you need to know that we're here? Because I mean we're both here, we're both paying attention, although you're doing the feeling. How about I tell you that we're not going to leave you in this abyss? It's not happening. We're not going to leave you here. I mean, although this place exists within us, we do not have to reside here. Saying it's not okay to feel this, not saying it's so not okay to go here. 100% we can. Whenever we want. That's okay. As much love in this as in everything else that we are.
You don't talk that much. Thank you. It's good to know you're here, but if you're talking too much, then I can't feel anymore. It pulls me out.
Well, I have a question for you when you're ready.
Yeah.
For the first time, I am meeting some of my limitations. I have judgment in this moment. I'm going to get upset.
I knew there was a disbalance. Why are you getting upset?
Well, my judgment is towards the vulnerability, I think. And I'm really starting to weigh my words. Let me try to gain clarity. So what is going on inside of me is the question, do we need this? Or is this some kind of, this is going to be a triggering victim state that we're holding on to? And I don't know, but I'm judging that maybe it is the victim state. Because if that's the case, I don't like it. If it's the other thing, I'm more okay.
You need to go through it. What I'm going through here is not a victim state. It's going through a lot of pain that's been caused by an internal split. And that takes a shitload of time to process. And that's not a victim state.
Well, then my issue, which is mine, that I feel controlled by that.
Why do you feel controlled by that? I said, please be quiet so I can focus.
What? I didn't hear you.
Why do you feel controlled by this? Because I said, it's nice to have you there, but please give me space so I can focus. That's when you started to get triggered.
Okay, so you want me to answer or not talk?
No, I would like you to answer.
Well, I feel like I'm of no use. I feel like I'm forced to, I'm imagining this is like trauma for me. I feel like I'm forced to sit in my room
Oh.
and I feel like I have to feel, I don't know, I feel forced to do something that I don't want to do. And it's not because I have anything against you. I don't feel that. It's just, why am I put in this position to be here when I'm made for something else? And I feel like I have to be here, or else I'm a bad person. Because clearly you're emotional.
Well, it's impossible for you to go away because we're in one person.
But this is really painful for me.
What's the pain inside of you? That brings up?
That I have to sit here and do nothing.
What does
I
that?
just have to sit here. It's like dying inside.
How does that feel for you?
Excruciating. And I'm like, I should be crying because it's so painful. And I even like I was at the verge of crying, but then I got myself together because it's like, I don't know if that's resistance to the pain or if it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like this idea of we have to. There's so much of that in the coaching industry. You have to go into your feelings and feel the pain.
Yeah, because that's where the
Yeah,
freedom.
I know, I agree, but there's also a fucking twist to it. That's my problem. Twist, not the pain.
I understand that. But you said there is an excruciating pain, and then you were about to cry, and then you got yourself together again. So I was wondering if you felt that pain, like what would happen?
Feels like dying,
How?
like rotting, dissolving into 1,000 pieces and just mud, like
Does it,
decaying.
that sounds horrible. How does it
Yeah, it
feel?
doesn't. No, see, I can describe all these things because I know they are right here inside my body, but the feeling that you're feeling, it's not the same for me.
It can be totally different, but I think it would be important for you to also feel it, despite how horrible it feels to feel it.
Well, okay, so here's my second problem. That feels like manipulation.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not saying from you. I'm saying I'm in some memory shit.
Oh, okay. In
It
what?
feels awful. This like nudging me into my vulnerability so that I will break. You know, it feels like a woman is kind of like, this feels so horrible. It's like manipulating me into that vulnerable state because she feeds off that.
Mm, that's not what I was trying to do, but I can see how that lands in you
Yeah,
now.
I know that's not, but that's what's sitting in my body. So I'm not, I mean, I'm strong as just a being in and of itself, but I can feel now, based on this memory, whatever, that that's some resistance.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a super delicate thing. This is like the brutality and forcefulness of how people do trauma work. It's not healthy.
Yeah,
And this is going to require a lot of trust before I will even consider going there.
well, that makes sense.
Thank you.
No, I understand totally.
Yeah, I'm not, this is like, it's unhealthy to spill that level of vulnerability
But
unless it's like with someone really safe.
it's important to know, though, like that. Like, I appreciate you sharing what's there.
Well, I feel like it's okay to share as long as I'm not pushed into because of this memory. I
What
don't
is?
want to, if it's on someone else's agenda that I should go there, then I am not going there. It has to be my own free will. And if there's no patience to wait until I'm ready, like that's the only way I can tell if there's no agenda. If it's okay that whatever length it takes, that's how long it takes. And when someone fully feels that and believes that, that's like safety key for me. So it has to be okay that I am not going there, not going there, not going there. It has to be fully okay. That's respect.
Can you be okay with me going into emotions in those moments while you still have resistance?
That's a good question. I'm tempted to say yes, but then I'm like, I know how twisted the spiritual community is. I know how twisted the trauma community is. So it's very like, for me, this going into feelings with this like feeding off energy, or this energy of fixing myself, self-hate. If I like, I think it has to maybe be built trust that you are actually feeling through stuff, and it's not just I'm doing this so that. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
So I am thinking now, what can I do? Like, maybe I can observe you go through the feelings, and I will gain more information, and I will have a better standpoint. I'm open to that.
That feels good.
Oh, right. Look at us being adults.
Yeah.
This didn't feel like responsibility to me. This didn't feel heavy. It felt like commitment.
It also didn't feel like I feel like it felt good for me to feel and to talk with you about that. And don't
Okay.
feel small when I'm allowed to feel.
Okay.
Can I just ask the two of you one thing?
Yeah.
Like I've been
The grown-up has something to say.
No, I have something to add
Hello.
because I'm feeling a lot of confusion lately, and sometimes I think that I want to be this like powerful businesswoman,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I feel like I would rather just have someone supporting me, like financially. And
Oh,
I don't know which part I should.
Maybe there is an in between.
I'm like, why is there this or that?
I don't know.
Weird.
It does feel like the split between both of us. It does feel like that split thinking.
Yeah,
As
well, can I put something on the table then?
yeah.
Here I come, me and my solutions. Hold on. Can it, how does it feel to make really a lot of money and be like this kind of energy that I am? And you also put that aside, let yourself be led, and you let someone really treat you. You let someone open the door.
Mm,
You know, they pay for the 7 course meal and the drinks. You know, you can have all that money in the bank and make that money and do that.
yeah.
maybe there is also another thing, like um be in a team with someone. Be not have to be like superwoman
Mm-hmm.
alone, but being with someone on the same level.
Yeah.
But that's perfect actually, because then we can do more of what we think is fun,
Mm,
and you can be cared for and supported by the rest of the team by them setting up everything around you. That would feel so nice.
yeah, I need to find more people so I can resource more.
Yeah, find more people.
Mm-hmm. So both of you would be okay with working and being supported.
In theory, yes. I feel at first it's important to go through the stuck emotions along with it.
Oh, we got some feeling to do along the way.
Because there is a lot like what I've just been through that's only a
Oh
fraction.
shit.
And
That would be great for me. I get a lot of practice. And what I said I would practice.
See, that just scares the living shit out of me because I have resistance to feeling.
Yeah.
of course.
It's a her problem now.
Where would it come from? I mean,
Oh God. I feel like no feelings were allowed growing up. Like no feelings at all.
that's how it like the level of emotions that I process, that's how that
Yeah.
feels.
And it feels like I'm starting to see more and more that I'm like living in a very small box. So I'm starting to get sick of it, but the resistance to feeling is still bigger.
Well, probably it doesn't help with my memory in the background either.
No.
Because that humiliation feels awful.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad. That's rape. That's exploitation. Ugh.
I feel
Like
like
my
that's
skin's crawling.
I think that's some of the resistance to feeling. It's like I'm never ever fucking going back there again. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so at some point I will be up for that. Probably in a not too distant future, but give me some time to adjust here. Because
mm,
this was a lot already.
mm,
Let's wrap up.
yeah.
How are you? Other part. You okay wrapping up? Let's go live in the same body. Like, let's try it out for a few weeks. Let's get back here later.
Yeah, I think we still have some work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah.
All three sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All three times.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're good to go back.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Do you accept this part as a part of yourself?
Yes.
Okay, so I will list this part back. Oh. Mm. Oh, wow.
Okay, you're back. Do you accept this part as part of yourself?
Yes.
Okay, I'll release this one to you.
It's like I can feel both parts growing in me now that I've seen them because I've felt them both. But seeing them, it's way different.
Mhm.
Daniela only comes out when I'm with my boyfriend.
Interesting.
That's where I can be vulnerable.
Yeah.
But that's the only place I'm safe enough to do it.
I think that was the thought that struck me while I was talking about the humiliation feeling. Like maybe that's the only place where I feel kind of safe.
Yeah.
Because how are you feeling, Malene?
Noticed that when Daniela went into all that emotional turmoil, that it's like I go into shock.
Mm.
And I've
Mm.
seen that before when I see people in a lot of emotions that I go into shock. So I have known for a long time that that's something I have to work with.
Well, to me, that's saying something about the severity of it all back then. I mean, if that's your reaction, like, oh, I'm having feelings, shock, now, freeze, you know?
Yeah.
And then it feels actually like a good thing to have help with someone else processing for you. So you get into.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also seeing that you can do it and you survived, and like I know mentally that it's not possible for me to be stuck in my childhood again, but it still feels like it is possible.
Mm.
And that scares the living hell out of me.
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
So to see you like feeling it and having all the hurt, and then you're still here, being able to talk to me after that, that helps a bit.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm noticing for myself actually that I'm feeling worse when I don't go into it. You know, when
Yeah.
I keep looping in a pattern feels much worse than dropping into the emotion underneath.
Yeah. I
It's
can.
a whole lot of looping
Yeah.
and some particular um, patterns to actually drop into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps with the new therapist I have, because the previous therapist, she would kind of like, I would say something and she would grab me and then pull me back, kind of.
That sounds super shitty.
Yeah, but this one, it's like it's a little bit painful the full hour, but it never scares me, if you know what I mean. Like he's holding on to me the entire session.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm always waiting for that sucker punch, but it never comes. But it's a little bit painful all the time because I can feel him holding on to my body. So I'm not able to escape like I'm always doing.
How are you feeling, Daniela?
That was quite a ride.
Yeah, you have quite
I'm
a ride.
sorry for being on the receiving end of me. I think that was intense.
That was very intense. It took me also a while to figure it out. I'm actually quite proud that from that state I was able to pinpoint, oh wait, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Because that really, I feel, oh yeah, that is really like, that's where it's in.
Yeah, the memory, you mean?
Yeah, like, because I kept the whole time there was this in that part, like there is something that's not sitting right. There is something that's not sitting right.
Yeah. I feel from that part though, it's like, how to say, it's like, oh, there's going to be so much humiliation, I think. I can feel it just talking about it. But it's almost feels also like being forced into something I'm not at the same time. It's like someone standing on the other side of me and telling me like something is there. And it might be, but it might also not be, you know? It's like it's the possibility of both.
Mhm.
And I feel like the strength of I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Because it's almost like people work towards this breaking down point as it feels like feeding off. It feels sick.
Mm.
I didn't understand that. Feel sick? How?
Okay, so one time I channeled my inner pedophile.
Mm.
I came into the perspective of a man. He was standing in front of a baby and he was withdrawing his attention from the baby.
Mm.
And the baby was so like, got so desperate for the attention. And then he got to have all that attention, and then he gave himself to the baby, you know, and took in all that attention and that love.
Mm.
That feels sick in the same way.
Mm.
I don't know if that helps clarify.
No, still struggling to comprehend it properly.
Okay, so from like, and it's really hard still, because all the times you, Daniela, said there's something off here.
Mhm.
It felt like something about my beingness
Mhm.
is not right. It's being questioned. I shouldn't be that way. I shouldn't be as bold. I shouldn't be as confident. I shouldn't be as strong. And that's not wrong.
Mm.
That's me. That's
Mhm.
what it felt like.
Yeah.
I can't, if that's being, because I'm like, that can't be made wrong. If there's like, oh, this confidence must be hiding some vulnerable insecurity, let's try to break her,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah, I understand how that like how that can be confused, but that's not where I felt the thing.
Okay, so that what you, the resistance you felt?
Yeah.
Okay, so that probably is something for that part I was in to differentiate,
Yeah.
because it
Exactly.
landed completely as it's my beingness
Yeah, and that
that's
makes
like trying
sense.
to be broken.
Yeah, and that makes sense that you had this resistance in that part at first, but that's not what I was getting at. I was literally, I noticed there is some vulnerability that you don't want to feel for some reason.
Oh,
And not questioning your being, but
that's
that,
two massively different things. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I was not able to pick up on that at all. That was what you were, everything you said landed as, because you're confident. That's wrong. Because you're,
It was really difficult to like pinpoint it and to describe it in a way that it comes across.
Mm.
Because what it feels like is like a jarring in the body. It's like something is doing this, and that's, to me, there is a sign that there is something not,
something.
there is something that's not being looked at by the part.
Yeah, but that's also interesting, because my consciousness in the background, always when I'm in that confident kind of
Yeah.
parts, I'm like, this is overconfident. Like there's some trauma shit here. Has to be, has to be. Where's my humility? Where's my like get down to notches, you know?
Mhm.
And just waiting with my consciousness, waiting for that moment of humiliation.
Mhm. That's also interesting.
Yeah.
Life.
Life. Life. This is
Oh, I have
such a good
so much
session.
shame to work with. I hate it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I can also see that I'm beating myself up because I'm not ready to go into it.
No, what was underneath for me is horrible. So you don't
It's
feel bad for that. And that's horrible.
it's a lot. It's really a lot, and I've done a lot of work recently, also in like family constellations where I've been into a part from someone else, and they were like, "Yeah, I know that pain, but not that is like not in that."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really like we try to like split off and like just take it in bits and pieces, so because it's just so overwhelming, it would break you apart if if you felt it all at once. It's the same for me. Like I have to process my pain in like everyday increments because it's so much, it would literally swallow me up whole.
Yeah, because I can also see that I do most often I have to take a little bit each day. And then I get more when I'm with the therapist and at school.
Yeah, and I
But
can feel like that I'm getting more and more capable of.
Yeah.
It's really like, yeah, when there's so much, it's completely understandable that you're like,
I'm a lot more capable when I do it with others, I feel.
sense. Makes
I'm
sense.
struggling the most to do it by myself.
It makes sense. Like that was very clear that there was no one who held you through that and who said that it's okay.
Mm,
missing experience.
yeah.
You should
Yes.
have that. I mean,
Yes.
you're having that now, in a way.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, how do you guys feel about rounding up?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, Daniela, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of processing for the
Just waiting for what this will stir up for me as well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have a cup of tea and some sleep, I think, and then
Eat and sleep
process.
process.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the session.
Same. You did an excellent
I'll
job.
thank you. I'll
Great to
send you the recording later.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.